Hey everyone, this is GKE715. Welcome back to my Let's Play on Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Hey, in the last episode, well, we did the Key Cavern, and now we're about to head off. We're about to head out to Mabe Village for a quick second, because now that we actually have the Pegasus boots, we can actually do something with this power. Because one, we can now dash, which is good. But most importantly is that there is actually a book that's all the way at the top of in the Mabe Village's library, which it could be useful for something, may I remind you. Oh, did I meant to hit the cuckoo? I'm gonna go over here. One, there's a couple things that I want to do here in Mabe Village, and that is one, get this bow, which of course it's very expensive. Weighs like almost like 900 rupees on that thing, but worth it. So we got a bow, which of course it can attack enemies from far away and keep our distance. It's a pretty powerful. It is a pretty powerful like weapon. And I will actually like be using it at a later point, which will make sense when we get to it. See, if you can like dash over here. See over here. All right, nope, not much to go from here really. And actually, there is something that we can do now that we have the Pegasus boots. Let's go in here in this house, and if we go in here, or not this house, in the Dream Shrine. So let's go. Let us go ahead to the Dream Shrine and at least do what we could not do originally. And now that we have the Pegasus boots, we can actually do this. Oh. Gotta get rid of these arm mimics. Oh yeah, see, that's how powerful our arm mimics are. So let's see if it doesn't kill them. Oh nope, arrows cannot kill them. Can bombs can? So now I'm curious. Nope, it cannot kill them. Alright, let's see here. Gotta get rid of these arm mimics so we don't have to deal with them later. There we go, get rid of that. And look at this. We got the ocarina. You should learn to play many songs. And this is a new item, the ocarina. What's funny, the ocarina, it is originally an item, well, it first appeared in, at least as we know, in A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, and all that stuff. But later, Ocarina of Time would have its own ocarina. So, let's go play it. Well, it's an ocarina, but you don't know how to play it. Yeah. It's pretty awful, but we'll learn some songs later, though. Much, much later. At the moment, though, like, I don't think we don't need to learn anything at the moment. Because otherwise, it will just, like, make us lose track of things. Anyways, let's, like, get a move on, because one, we have to go head out to the library. There we go. Alright, let's go this way. Oh god. Freaking chain chomp. Okay. Now let's go over here in a library, because in the library there is a book up there. The Hidden Power of Color. Do you want to read this book? There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. So it looks like we have a direction code right here, which I recommend you guys do. You guys make sure to take a note of it. Try with all your might, and you may open a new path. What is this world color about? Maybe you should try and see. Well, let's go in and check for ourselves then. Maybe we will uncover something interesting. Oh, and also, exclusive to Link's Awakening, you can also do this. Apples. which you picked up an apple. Delicious and good for some hearts. Yeah, Link can actually eat apples in order to recover health. So, you know, this is the only one time we ever see Link eating like, you know, apples and all that stuff in a game like this. But anyway, so let's go head off, you know, to the graveyard, because one, the power of color might be something really useful for us, really. It might be. Oh god. There we go. Oh god. Let's grab this. We have another secret seashell, and that is, so far, 10. 5 more seashells, and then we can get a reward. See over here. If I recall, the graveyard, I believe, is just down here, last time I remember correctly. There we go. Alright. Actually, wait, can we... Let me actually look at this rock. Oh, there is none this way. Oh, wait, we've never been in this house. And actually, what's this says? Crazy Tracy Mambo's Pond. Let's go actually enter this house, see what we can find. Hi there, big guy. I'm Crazy Tracy. I got a little secret for sale that'll pump you up. Will you give me 28 rupees for my secret? Ah, sure. Alright, come here and I'll rub it on you. There, I applied my own secret medicine. It will take effect when you lose all your heart. Drop by again, big guy. Here's some bonus treatment. Behold, your hearts are full. And also look at this. So we have a new item here. This is secret medicine. Tracy's special medicine, guaranteed to kickstart your heart. Secret medicine. Originally, it used to be a potion. It was originally a potion in Link's Awakening, but later it was changed into a lotion, into kind of a skin type lotion. Which apparently it's implied that Tracy applies that stuff on your face. So yeah, it's very useful because if you die if you fell in battle, you will get revived. So think of it as kind of like a fairy. Also, these are the Tabal Wastelands, which in here, there are a lot of crows in this area, like a lot of them. And over here, there is a piece of heart. So let's go take it and go. Ow. Okay. Ow, okay. Not that way, okay. There we go. Alright, we got some guineas over here. Can I, kill them for something? Let's see. Ah, rupees. Oh, the rupees over there. That's an asshole's trick. Wow, that's annoying. That's bull crap. Okay, so over here is where we'll find the well, this is the place where we're gonna be finding the so-called place of color right here. First, though, I gotta get rid of these guineas, before we get a move on. Which I need to remember exactly how it went. The pathway right here. Let's see here. Hold on. Alright, let's do this. So, it was down, left, up, right, and then up. Like that way. Now let's go down there. Color dungeon. This is the color dungeon, and we're the color guard. You'll need magic powder to get anywhere in here. Say the word, and I'll sell you some. And yes, about the color guard, which it includes Dion, and Guard. Which originally, these guys right here, here's something really interesting. In Link's Awakening, at least in the DX version of the game, these guys were originally going to ask you a question. They would ask you if you can see their colors. It was done as some kind of a failsafe if somehow anyone managed to, if someone did manage, to, well, how this is. If someone managed to put it on a black and white Game Boy and they couldn't see color, but you know, people like could still beat it somehow. That's the way how it goes. But anyways, though, the color dungeon, it is an optional dungeon, which of course, it's completely optional and a very short dungeon, in fact. But of course, I will be doing it because it has a power that I want, that I want from this place. And so we're gonna be tackling it like we're gonna be like doing it. See if I can find something here. See if I can find something really interesting. Alright, let me see if I can find their the names of the enemies before we go on forward. Let's do this. So let's head off. And immediately we are welcomed by new enemies. These right here, these are Goo Specters. Goo Specters. They look very similarly like to the ghosts from Luigi's Mansion, kind of course. So there are two colors. So far there are these right here, the green ones. They're called green camel goblins, but sometimes they're called Goo Specters occasionally. The red ones, they're known as camel goblins, but they're also known as specters. So it depends on what you want to call them, really. Anyways, let's go over here. We got a puzzle here, which we need to actually match the colors like this. And with that, a chest arrives. More color theming around this dungeon. We got a compass, so now we can proceed further around the dungeon. Okay, that is a bone putter, which at least a flying bone putter. Which, if you smack the bone putter, they will just become regular jumping bone putters. Which of course they got themselves killed by doing that. Oops. Let's go over here. These guys right here are orb monsters. They're orb monsters, of course. The red one right here, you smack it, and then you throw it in the correct spot. Make sure you throw them in the right spot, and then they'll be defeated, of course. Like that. Now let's go grab our chests and make it a move on forward. Now let's go down here. Okay, we have more of these Goo Specters, whatever you call them, or camel goblins. It depends really like what you want to call them. I don't care like what you call them. They're just like the same name to me. There we go. Okay, let's get a move on. There's some magic powder. Neat. Okay, let's go over here. What do we got here? There's a small key. Let's go, take that. Oh, whoa. What's in here? Uh-oh. What a greedy fool. You want more power? A buffoon like you might as well give up and go home. This is Avalanche. Avalanche, also known as Dekudon or the Stone Hinox. This guy right here is pretty much behaves similarly to a Hinox, except this time though, and true to his name, Avalanche will cause an avalanche of at least of boulders. Of course, Avalanche is no different from a Hinox, but because he's made out of rocks, or at least I assume rocks, he is weak to bombs. So we're gonna need to hit him with some bombs, of course. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, make sure you jump it as soon as he jumps. Oh god. And I believe a spin attack can also hurt him. I think it can. I'm not sure if it can, but I gotta make sure. Yep, a spin attack can hurt Avalanche. And also, what's funny in the original he was known as Stone Hinox or Dekudon originally. It depends on who do you ask what his original name is. Oh, with that, Avalanche has been defeated. So let's go and get a move on. Yeah, with that, that is one mini boss like defeated. Of course. Let's get what's over here? We got more. The freaking bone putter, you know, just fell down. That's interesting. There you go. Oh, this room. This is gonna be like really interesting. We gotta make everything in this room all blue. Alright, gotta restart this again. Oh yeah, this is one of the few puzzles that can give me a little some trouble. Oh, got it. There you go. That worked. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go like get rid of these Zols. What's over here? What can we uncover here? There is a ferry. There's a locked door, so I guess we can't really do not much. But on the bright side, we got this door. We got this door open. That's good. So now let's get a move on. Of course. There we go. Let's go over here. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Whoa. There we go. Hmm? Oh. I'll take that. Let's take this Garden Acorn and open this chest. We got a dungeon map. And it looks like I was right. Yeah, it looks like we need to get this chest over there. Okay, it looks like we have some more of these orb monsters. And I actually may as well like demonstrate what happens if you put them in the wrong hole. If you put them in the wrong hole, they will not go in. Also, these guys' main attack, their method of attacking is actually, well, their main method of attacking is by spinning into you. That is their main method of attacking. There we go. That gets rid of all these orb monsters. Now let's get this key, and I may as well open up like that door that's blocking the way to the Nightmare's lair, because you know, one, it's better to get rid of that door ASAP while we're at it, like that. Oh, and the music in the Color Dungeon, it sounds really similar, like, to the first dungeon music from the first Zelda game. And I actually thought there's something really interesting about this, guys. I have played the original Zelda game. I have played it. I have. I just never really got to beating it. As the furthest point that I've ever gotten to was on, well, the furthest point I've ever gotten in that game was on the NES Mini. And yes, that's not a joke. I actually have played it on the NES Mini. I have played it. I just never gotten far, really. Well, I have gotten far. It's just that like I've never really never beaten the game, really, not entirely. Like not in my well, at least in all my years, I never really beaten it. I have played it. I have. One day I might just review it. I might just review it on my NES, like, you know, game reviews. Because, like, you know, I mean, I would love to Let's Play it. I would love to. Oh, this room right here has a lot of rupees. like a lot of rupees. I believe it even. I think the room even comes back. You know, it even comes back too. So this makes a really good spot to grind rupees if you're feeling like it. But anyways, though. But really, though, you know, I would love to let's play like the original Zelda. I would love to, but that's the thing. I'm not really in that kind of territory. It's one of the older Zelda games that I'm not really entirely familiar with. Not even a Link to the Past either. I want to let's play one day, which I will. But I need to like, you know, you only need to understand though that I'm not going to be playing it like the same way as some of you guys do. There you go. Okay, we have a blue camel goblin or a blue goose specter. Not a really new enemy. It's been there. I've seen that before. Speaking about that, we have a new mini boss. Boo! I'm no weakling. Your pitiful sword is no match for me. This is the giant boss blob. The giant boss blob, much like you know, like the other ones, we have to sprinkle some magic on him, and then we have to hit him. Like, hit him as many times as we need to before he, you know, he returns back to his regular green form. On his green form, he will, of course, well, fire out lightning, so we gotta look out for that. Yeah, he also does a lot of damage, so be really careful. There we go. There we go. That takes care of the giant boss blob. And from defeating the giant boss blob, we actually get access to probably the last and final, like, chest in this, like, you know, in this dungeon. That being the one up there. This right here is a Nightmare's Key. Now, we can go and head out to the Nightmare's Lair, which is a place, you know that I've been wanting to go, or at least to do right now. Yeah, hopefully, like, you know, we should be, like, prepared to fight the boss there. Let's go over here. Ow! I'm out of my way. Okay. This way over here. Wrong way. Alright. Now we go up here. Okay. And over here, I'm gonna grab my bow for this, because I'm lazy. There we go. Now let's go over there. And now let's go fight the boss. This is safe. I'm safe. Hard-hit beetle. Hard-hit beetle, or also known as the evil orb in the original like Link's Awakening. This guy's a bit interesting. He will actually be regenerating health every time, like when you smack him. Step back. Take your time. Yeah. But really though, like, you know, since we grabbed a piece of power, we were easily able to beat him just this time. So we had some luck on our side. From defeating the Hard-Head Beetle, we get to meet the Color Gray Fairy. Or the Fairy Queen. Welcome, Link. I admire you for coming this far. I will give you the power color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Which power do you want? Well, so this is what we can choose, and I will explain what this does. So, the powerful red mail, this will actually increase our damage. But the sturdy blue mail, it will actually, like, you know, increase our defenses. And don't worry, we can actually, like, you know, change, like, our tunic color. So, we're gonna go with the powerful red mail to get double damage. Are you sure you want the red mail? Yes. As you wish, so shall it be. Relax and close your eyes. You got the red mail. Your body's full of energy. I will now take you outside. And with this, we have the red mail, a special suit of mail that makes you shiver with strength. And look how powerful we are. We're so powerful we can knock back these guineas like away. So we're pretty much like right now. Well, we now do like double damage essentially. Yeah, we're still like pretty much a glass cannon, but this will do. At least I'd like to do some extra damage on bosses, and at the same time, like, enemies that we'll be seeing later. This will do until we actually get the sword upgrade from the freaking, like, seashell-like mansion. Because in the seashell mansion, they decided they can give us a sword. Or it's a new sword upgrade. But until we get that upgrade, we need to use this until then. But anyways, though, guys, I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode where we hopefully make our way to Yarna Desert, because well, that's where we're gonna be uncovering the next secret on where do we gotta go. Until then, see you guys then. Peace out.